What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be getting started with our Blue Jays franchise. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably sitting here thinking to yourself, well, what happened to the Padres franchise? And if you guys have obviously been on the channel and you saw the life update video that I put out with the talk show episode from this past week, you will know that I kind of decided to kill off that series a little bit, just because I felt that I took such a big hiatus. I kind of wanted to just to start something new, get something fresh going with a new team. And I think a team that is in a very interesting position now due to something that just recently happened with them. So, that being said, we are going to be starting here with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now we have $277 million budget, a pretty big budget to work with. They're about a middle of the pack team. Now, I will say this. I did about 10 simulations with this team. And with that, we made the playoffs 3 total times in those 10 years. 30%. We made it. They had a total record of 791 and 829 with an average record of 79 and 83. Not obviously going to sit here and read off every single record that there was. However, I will say this. This is a Blue Jays team that consistently always finished 4th in the division. Obviously, we have a very loaded division with the Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, and right now, obviously, they don't look as good, but they have one of the best farm systems in baseball in the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, as if you follow baseball, the Orioles have been kind of a disappointment this year when it comes to how they've been playing, specifically just their pitching has been terrible. But we're going to be hopping in here with the Blue Jays. They're about middle of the pack in real life as well. To say we're going to go GM contracts off because we're trying to make this a long-term thing. No fantasy draft. We are only allowing active free agents. Computer roster control is off. I'm going to control all of that. We're going to keep trading on for them. Ignore budgets is off. We're going to keep with our budget. Force trades is off. Designated hitter and extra inning rules are both on. We're going to go manual for all of this. And then with this, I am going to go, and we're going to go very high. And we're going to go 7th inning on, and there we go. Puts us at about 62 games, roughly. But yeah, let's get into this. Obviously, with this roster, Vladdy does not have his new contract. However, in multiple sims that I have seen, he does sign for roughly what the contract is, and he actually asks for less than what the contract is asking for. So it's kind of a good thing knowing that we are not going to be strapping ourselves in for the long haul with that. Obviously, we have Vladdy here. He is the cornerstone piece. This is who we are going to build around on this franchise. Outside of that, we have Jeff Hoffman, former Phillies relief pitcher. Never really worked in a total closing role. Also, I did not realize he played for Colorado and Cincinnati as well. Okay, so Jeff Hoffman recently just signed a contract, 3 years, $11 million. The good thing is Hoffman always performs fairly well in this, so the good thing is Hoffman will be here for a while, and we don't have to instantly go after a closer to find a new closer. Anthony Santander, coming off of a long time with the Baltimore Orioles, coming off of a 44 home run season, 25 doubles at 235, got a big contract this year for 5 years, $18.5 million. This was a huge deal, switch hitter too, so he could always transition into our DH if Vladdy, if his fielding obviously doesn't get better and get to the point that I would really want him to be at. But Anthony Santander could always transition into that DH position, and he probably will be our DH to start this anyways, just due to his, bad speed out there, and I don't really want him patrolling the outfield with when it comes to Roger Center. So let's get into pitching. Starting pitching, we obviously have Kevin Gausman. Gausman, former 2-time All-Star, pitched for the Blue Jays last year, 14-11, 12-9, and 12-10 for Gausman in his 3 years here. You see his 14-6 outlier season, which has by far been his best season. He has been active in the league for about 10 years, a little bit over that, since 2013. So we're going on year 12 now. He is 34 years old. Gausman, he only has 2 years left at $22 million. The good thing is if we can't move off of him because I just don't get a trade that I think suits for both sides. I will say this, a lot of these older pitchers that we do have in our rotation, I do plan on moving out of here. Bowden Francis, I mean, again, 28 years old, nothing to really scoff at, or, a lot to scoff at, really, but nothing to be really excited about going into the future. Um, Nothing crazy. Jose Barrios, he is here on, 4 more years. So hopefully he can at least give us some decent time. He has never been, you know, this 14-8 season that he had with Minnesota in 2019 was his best season he's had. So, I mean, you can only hope to get that year back. He's only eclipsed 200 strikeouts twice in his career. He's roughly about a 3 ERA pitcher, mid to high 3 ERA pitcher, 407 career ERA. So we'll have to see. Max Scherzer, obviously we know of Scherz. This guy has won 3 Cy Youngs at this point, multiple 8-time All-Star. However, Scherzer is 40, and you can only think, is he going to get better? I don't know. He might continue to go downhill with this. He is almost at 3,500 strikeouts, so he'll probably hit that this year. He had a very down year last year, only pitching in 9 games for the Rangers. Chris Bassett, again, another guy, a little bit older. He had this awesome year here with the Athletics when he went 12-4 in 2021. 15-9 with the Mets in 22, and then the past 2 seasons, 16-8 and 10-4. So, Bassett's one of those kind of pitchers that's going to give you good innings. You know what you're going to get from him, but really, 10-5, 12-4, 15-9. He's had some good years under his belt. That's for damn sure. He has definitely made things happen. Oh, Eagles just made another pick. If you guys don't know, I'm recording this on the last day of the NFL draft. We do have youngster down here, Ricky Tiedemann. So I am looking forward to using him. Jake Bloss, he is also down here. Alek Manoah, he was a former first-round pick. He had this really good year here in 2022. However, hasn't done really much of anything yet. We're going to try to revive his career, see what happens. Adam Macko, Trey Yesevich. You got Richard Gallardo. You have Kale Steven, Brandon Barrera, yeah. CJ Van Eck, who used to be a highly touted prospect, but has really fallen off. Adam Kloffenstein, also kind of the same way. You go with their bullpen, you got Yimi Garcia, you got Shad Green, you got Ryan Burr, a little cold up there in Canada. Nick Sandelin, who will definitely be getting the call up because Sandelin, I think, will end up being our setup man. Eric Swanson, and you got guys down here like Ryan Yarbrough, currently a Yankee, Jacob Barnes, I didn't even know Amir Garrett was on this team. Good God. Tommy Nance. Can I actually move Tommy Nance down to AAA? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to move Nance there, and we're going to move Sandelin up. So there we go. We're just going to swap Sandelin for Nance, which I'm fine with. Yariel Rodriguez is down here. But other than that, we've really got nothing else. Zach Pop, Connor Cook, he's younger. Braden Fisher, younger. Eric Pardinho, younger. Mason Fluharty, I'm going to say. Trenton Wallace, TJ Brock, and Ryan Boyer. Closers, obviously, we said Jeff Hoffman, but nobody else. Catchers, we got Mighty Mouse over here. I know that's really not his nickname, but that's what I like to call him, Mighty Mouse. 5'8", Alejandro Kirk. And then we have Christian Bethancourt, who is here. Philip Clark, Ali Sanchez, Matt Watley, Taylor Heineman. He's not going to get much play, to be honest with you. Honestly, it might just be better to have Bethancourt come up. And do we have any options with him? We do. OS is getting sent down to AA, and Bethancourt is going to be added to the shit. I don't have enough. All right, whatever. We'll just move him back up. Whoops, we just wasted an option. Oh no, whatever will I do on a 33-year-old, 57 overall catcher? First base, obviously we got Vladdy, but we have Damiano Palmegiani, Rainer Nunez, Peyton Williams, and Charles McAdoo down here. So really nothing behind Vladdy. Although McAdoo does got some flow. Andres Jimenez here at second. Will Wagner, who's kind of our backup first baseman. We got Josh Rivera, Michael Turconi, Alex DeJesus, good contact bat. This is going to kind of be the guy that I'm hoping we can develop into our starting second baseman if we don't draft one. And then K. Doherty, third base, we got Ernie Clement and Addison Barger. Relvis Martinez is also down here. This is somebody else who I feel I might move him into shortstop and then have him as like a shortstop, second baseman kind of hybrid player. Michael Stefanik, Ray Terada, and Cutter Coffee, who maybe can be something, but we have to see. Shortstop, obviously, we got Bo Bichette, who cut his glorious flow. We got Leo Jimenez down here as well, who mashes lefties, by the way. Josh Kasevich, Adrian Pinto, Ryan McCarty, and Arjun Nimala, who is their best prospect right now in their organization. Doesn't look great because he is a first baseman or shortstop that can play second and third, but he's only a C potential. We got Anthony Santander, like I said. David Schneider is out here. He can hit for some decent power. Probably have him start in left field. Javon Ward sounds like a football name, not a baseball name, but I'm all here for it. Let's get after it. Eagles took is that a D tackle? No, tackle. Cameron Williams from Texas. Nice. Joey Loperfido, Alan Roden, RJ Shrek, get Shreked, and Gabriel Martinez. In center field, we got Dalton Varsho, who actually develops super well in this. So that's kind of nice. Plus, they got rid of his ability to play catcher. I don't like that. Stuart Baroa, Jonathan Clase, Miles Straw, former Guardian and Astro. Hendrik Pinago and Dason Brown. George Springer, again, somebody else we're going to be looking to move off of. Contract 2 more years, 25 mil, but he is just going to keep regressing. I might end up making that trade before the next episode going into it. Nathan Lukes is here. Devontae Brown, again, sounds like a football name. Sounds like you should be playing football, but I'm here for it. Will Robinson, Jacob Wetzel, and Edison Paulino. And that's kind of the breakdown of everything. So that's what we are looking at right now, guys. We have good defense, pretty decent pitching, and good contact, but 20th in power, 24th in speed. Let's go and look at the lineups, though. I think when it comes to, I really want to hit Bo a little bit farther down because Jimenez just. No, you know what? I'm going to keep it right like this for now. I don't like the way that this lineup plays out. I'm actually going to hit Bo there. We'll go Clement in our cleanup spot. I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. Give me Barger to hit there. I was going to have David Schneider play there. Barger plays left and right field as well. Since I think I'm going to trade George Springer before the next episode, I'm actually going to flip these two. And I'm going to have Schneider hit there. And we just took a outside linebacker from Virginia Tech. Nice. Yeah, I think this is how we're going to go with this. So that's going to be our lineup against righties, against lefties. Obviously, Springer, we are going to get your ass out of there. Actually, he does not hit lefties very well. David Schneider is down there. Varsho is there, which I really like. Actually, I think I want Varsho leading off against lefties. Do I have anything else over here that maybe, yeah, he does not hit lefties very well. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trade this George Springer. He's getting worse. I know it might be loved, but you know what? It is what it is. This is kind of going to be what the lineup's going to be against lefties. once we make the trade, I will obviously, you guys will see that. We got Kevin Gossman, Bowden Francis, Jose Barrios, Max Scherzer, and Chris Bassett. We got Manoah here, Angel Bastardo, Chad Green, Swanson is going to get moved there. Sandelin is going to be one of our high leverage relievers, along with Yimi Garcia. We actually have some pretty damn good high leverage guys. Green, Swanson, Sandelin, Garcia, Hoffman. I mean, our most of our bullpen is very good at high leverage. If these guys decline how I think they're going to decline as well, they're also gonna get traded. So I'm not afraid of making moves and getting rid of declining players this year to potentially make our team better for the future. So I would kind of hope we're not in contention this year. Like let's finish with like 77 wins or something like that. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm going to kind of look around, see what we are looking at when it comes to trades for George Springer. And I'm going to catch y'all guys in the next one. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. See ya.